Greetings everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm your host Captain Rye, and today we'll be looking at my top 5 do's and don'ts for destroyer skippering here in World of Warships. Now this top 5 list is a general overview for the destroyer classification in the game in general, and not actually nation or ship specific. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Number 5. Don't pop smoke as soon as you enter a cap or as soon as you spot enemy ships. If you're not spotted, all popping that smoke is going to do is alert enemy destroyers and cruisers that, hey, there's a destroyer right here. Torp the area. And as we all know, smoke is a torpedo magnet. Do, however, pop smoke if you are spotted and capping, or you're about to be spotted, or about to open fire on an unsuspecting target, because you don't want to be spotted while firing away or while capping. Number 4. Don't sit in smoke. As mentioned before, smoke is a torpedo magnet. It also blocks the line of sight for you to see your enemies and your allies behind you as well. Do deploy smoke, however, to cover your allies in need. If a battleship asks for smoke, they are asking because they need you to block the line of sight from the enemies. But if you're going to give them smoke, you need to spot for them. Number 3. Speaking of spotting for your allies, don't hang back with your allies. As a destroyer, you have better concealment and can help spot those distant targets and inbound torpedo attacks. Even if you're spotted, you can inform your team that you are being spotted by a sneakier destroyer than you. Do stay mobile while doing this. Don't sit about or hide around islands, as when enemy destroyers or cruisers come around, you'll be a sitting duck for their torpedoes and guns. And of course, if it's a domination match mode, staying mobile will allow you to cap, recap, and cap again for that sweet, sweet capping XP. And as we all know, capping wins games. Number 2. Don't go alone. It might be tempting to swing off by yourself without cruiser or fellow destroyer support, but unless you are a super Unicum or Unicum level player, it's generally not advisable to wander off to a cap or far edge of the map by yourself. If you're spotted, the enemy is only going to have you to shoot at and nothing to cover your ass while you run away. Do sail in groups of at least 2 or more. If you have multiple destroyers on your team, more than 3, you should team up in groups of 2, and 2 by 2 capture those bases, sail around, and organize and coordinate your torpedo attacks on enemy battleships and cruisers for best effects. Area of denial. Always an applicable skill. And finally, number 1. Don't fire torpedoes at your allies. This seems to be a common occurrence amongst people who are either overconfident or don't fully realize the range of their torpedoes or situational awareness. Unless you are very, very secure in your allies' decision to go the other direction, do not fire torpedoes from behind your allied ships. In fact, as a destroyer, you should be up front, in front of them, firing off those torpedoes. And do know the range of your torpedoes. It does you absolutely no good if you fire torpedoes that are 6-kilometer ranged shots at ships that are 8 kilometers away, sailing away from you. However, it does do you wonders if you fire those 6-kilometer torpedoes at a ship that's 8 kilometers away and they are sailing towards you. Yes, that's right. Thanks to the power of movement, by the time your torpedoes hit their max range, the enemy ship will have sailed into the range, and probably into your torpedoes. Well, there you have it, folks. The captain's top 5 do's and don'ts for destroyer skippering in World of Warships. I hope this list of top 5s helps secure your ability to get kills, get XP, and get victories. If you liked the video, hit that like and subscribe button. Leave a comment down below and letting me know what you think of this top 5 list. And if you'd like to see more for other classes, nationally specific tech lines, or ship-specific top 5 lists. And until next time, this is Captain Rye, signing off.